Hi everyone, this is the project introduction for the Literacy Website Evaluation Project. And I'm going to walk you through the purpose and tasks necessary to complete this project. I will go over the rubric that you'll be scored on, and then I will do a quick demonstration on the web. So stay tuned. First of all, the purpose of the Literacy Website Evaluation Project is to find and share resources on the internet that will be valued to you as an educator. This will also help you determine credibility of the websites that you're using with children. When you're putting kiddos on the internet or you're sending resources to parents, you need to know if they're from a quality website, a reputable source. It's just as a professional, something that you need to learn. So there's two tasks for this project. Task one is to find 3 websites. There's like 3 categories. So the first category is a teacher literacy resource website. This is a website that will give you as a teacher information to learn more about something. So let's say you don't know much about phonics. This is a website that you could go on and you would learn about consonant blends or consonant digraphs or vowels, and it would teach you something. It's information. It's not activities for kiddos. It's information. And I'll show you an example when we get to the web. So the first website you'll look for is a teacher literacy resource site. The second website you'll look for is a teacher literacy idea website. And this is a website that you would get on that would give you a teaching idea to use with students or a printable. And this is something that you could print, and it could be a worksheet, it could be a learning center or a game, but it's a place where you could go to get ideas for your classroom. So it's not about the information like the first one was, it's more about teaching ideas. Just a couple tips. Pinterest is full of literacy ideas. But you want to kind of click into one pin and find a website attached to you don't just want to use Pinterest. Teacher blogs are fantastic idea websites. And then if you look any kind of website that has printables or reproducibles, those are some good keywords. And I'll head over to the web in a little bit and share that with you. The third website you're going to look for is a student interactive literacy website. And this is a place where your students can go either at home or at school, and they can play some sort of literacy game. Now, I want to emphasize, don't find math things, find literacy. So it's an interactive game site for kiddos. So that's your first task. You'll go over to the web and you are going to find those resources. Then once you have 3 resources, 3 websites, for each website, you're going to complete task 2. This is how task 2 works. You're going to go to the website and you're going to look at the website very closely for credibility and reliability. And you basically are going to play around with it and explore it. Now, I have several questions listed right here in the bullets, and those questions are going to kind of guide you to evaluate the credibility and the reliability, but I don't need you to write down those answers for me. You may end up using some of the information in your summary below, though. So some things you want to look at. Who is the author of the website? Who wrote the website? What authority do they have on this subject? Are they a teacher? Are they a principal? Are they a book publisher? Are they a mechanic? Are they a physician? Who are they and why are they writing this website? Is the website trying to sell you something, or is it biased? There's a lot of education websites out there that are one-sided, or they have a bias against something, and sometimes they have good information, but sometimes it's not the best information. So you want to know that. Next one, are there broken links? And do the links on the website take you to inappropriate sites? This is especially important if you're going to be using this website with children. We don't want our links, if they accidentally click on something, to take them somewhere inappropriately, or we don't want to tell parents to use the website at home and then have the same thing happen. Also, broken links are sometimes a sign that the site is not being maintained And if it's not being maintained, then it might be out of date in the information that's on there. The last ones, are there pop-ups or ads? Pop-ups and ads are annoying, but they're not horrible. But sometimes the pop-ups and ads are advertising inappropriate things for students to see. I've had some doozies, so you want to check that out for sure. And then, when was the website last maintained? So we do want to check that out. Now, you might not be able to find an answer for everything, but if you get a lot of this information, you'll be able to tell, is this a credible website? Is it reliable? Will it work with my students or for me as a teacher? So explore. Then for step 2, you're going to write a summary. So that means you'll write a summary for the teacher literacy resource website, a summary for the literacy idea website, and a summary for the interactive literacy website. And the template below in green is exactly what you need. So honestly, this should not take forever. This should only take, the summary writing should only take about 10 or 15 minutes. You're going to put the website's name and the URL, which is the web address. You're going to tell me who was the website written for, and basically your answer should be either parents, teachers, students, or someone else in the education field. Why was the website created? Was it to educate, share resources, to persuade or sell, to entertain, to inform? Basically, you'll be able to choose one of those. Then this is really your evaluation. What were the strengths of the What were the strengths of the website? And you might want to apply some of the information you found during your exploration time. And what are some of the weaknesses of the website? What didn't you like? A lot of times we see too much information, or we see disorganization, we see broken links. Those are some of the weaknesses you might encounter. You'll put an answer, and you can bullet it just like it is here. I don't need sentence form. But then at the bottom, this is where I want you to think critically about something specific on the website. So you're going to describe how you, as an educator, will use this website. Number 1, tell me about a specific idea on there that you found. Was there a game you found? Was there information on a topic you didn't know about? What is specific to this website that you would use? Then, when will you need to use this? Will you use it for planning? Will you use it for instruction? You think about the smart board. Is it something you can put on for kiddos in a learning center? When will you use this? And then, if you're using this website with students or parents, how will they use it and where will they use it? So for kiddos in the classroom, are they using it from an iPad cart? Is it a learning center? Are they at the computer lab? Are they at home using it for homework? Really spell it out. And that's, again, for that one specific idea you find. Give me some details. That's our project. The only thing you have to add is at the very end of your project, I'd like a reflection paragraph. And in just a minute, I'll show you the rubric, and you'll see there's 4 questions that you'll put in your reflection paragraph. And all of this will tell me, what was the value of the project for you. Now, we're going to scroll down and look at that rubric. And this rubric is more of a checklist rubric. So everything that you do will kind of just be added up on the checklist. So the first thing is for each of your websites you selected, and there are 3, you'll get 5 points. So selecting your websites will total 15 points. Then the evaluation and summary will be worth 50 points. So the summary was the 4 questions that I shared with you on the template. They will be 5 points each, and that's 20 points total. Then we have the detailed description of how you'll use the information. That's 5 points each, and that's 15 points total. And then we have the evaluation of credibility and reliability in your answers. So I know that you really took the time to explore that website and your answers show this. That's worth 15 points. And so I'm going to be looking at your 3 summaries on a whole to give you your points for that. I would like you to share the websites on Facebook, and that's going to be worth 15 points. I just want you to share the URL, and you don't have to share your summaries or anything, but I want you to put the websites on because that will give everyone a lot of websites that they know that they can bookmark or visit, because you're going out there and you're finding them. It's great so someone else doesn't have to search. And then the reflection I mentioned above is worth 20 points. It's 5 points for each question. What did you learn? Why was this valuable? What difficulty or successes did you have? And what changes would you make to the process? You can identify changes you could make to me, but also how would you do the project differently? And that's worth 100 points total. Now, what I want to do is I want to go into the internet and just show you a couple things to make this easier. So I'm at Google, and the first thing you want to do is you're going to be searching. So just a couple tips. The first website you're looking for is the teacher resource. So you can type things in like teacher, whoops, should be able to spell, literacy information. And good old Google will give you some websites, and just looking here, some of these will work for you for sure. And then when you get to the bottom of your search, you might be able to click on some of these to get related search topics. Not all of them, but teacher resources for literacy, teacher information for literacy. Another thing, instead of literacy, you might want to put in reading. Teacher reading skills. Let's see what that gives us. Yes, some of those will work as well. Okay, and those will give you information. So just real quick, I want to take you into this one and use this as an example. Readingrockets.org is a great website. It's coming. This is an informational website because it has topics about teaching reading and videos. It has things to do to help struggling readers, and it has topics for each of the areas of reading. So let's say fluency, you don't know what it is. You can click on it. And it'll teach you. Right there is a definition. Here's a video. Here are articles related to fluency. So this is that teacher information resource website where you go as a teacher to get help to learn about something that you'll need to work on with your students. Please don't use Reading Rockets, but definitely bookmark Reading Rockets. It's an excellent website for you. Now, the next website that I ask you to look at would be the Teacher Reproducible or Teacher Ideas. So I'm going to say literacy blogs elementary school, or you could put in first grade, see what you get. Let's just pick one. Oh, here's a great one. Pinterest has elementary blogs worth reading. Let's see if any of these are literacy related. Okay, so you can kind of flip through here, and then maybe you'll find one that you like. I'm just going to look at this one. And for Pinterest, you need to click twice if you didn't know that. So Flying High and First is a blog that I visited before. And if you go down to the side of the blog, it will give you all of the topics that their blog posts about. So if you can find something literacy, there's one for literacy. Reader's Workshop, reading centers. So you could use this website to do an evaluation. Also, when you're searching for a reproducible, you might say reading, let's just do phonics. Phonics printables. Okay, and here we have websites that will give you phonics principles and printables. Just kind of information if you didn't know, there's a lot of homeschool parents out there that were once teachers that have fantastic websites with free reproducibles. So type in printable, type in reproducible, type in ideas, and you'll get something for that second category that we're looking for. Now, the third category we're looking for is student interactive. So you might say student literacy games. And right there are websites that will take you to games. And you might even find when you're playing with this, you might find something for a different category in your search and change it up. But also, again, at the bottom, literacy games online, printable literacy games, that one would work for the second category, literacy board games. So there's lots of things out there for you to find. So 3 websites, one for a teacher resource, one for a teacher idea for literacy, and one for a student interactive. And instead of literacy, or you could do interactive, and you can see already in my search, there's lots of things that popped up. So first thing you want to do is search. Now, I'm going to go back to Reading Rockets, and I'm going to show you how to play around and find out that credibility and reliability. So the first thing you would do is you would start clicking on things to see if your links work, first of all. So, over here we have some resources. I just want to make sure that it's going to take me somewhere. You can see there are some ads right here along the side that are funding this. So yes, there's ads. Are they trying to sell me anything? They're actually not on this website, but you would have to kind of figure that out. Another thing is you want to look at when it was last maintained. So one thing Reading Rockets does is they're connected to Twitter, and you can see they are maintaining things 18 hours ago, 19 hours ago, a couple days ago. So this website is definitely up to date, and that means it's current and they're keeping up with the website, and that's important. Another thing you want to do is go to the bottom. This part of the website is where we get a lot of information to check the reliability and the validity. So you can see the contact information. Is it current? Is it working? You can see the mission of the website. So one of the questions is, why is this website out there? So our mission, it is trying to skim pretty quickly. Basically, it was put out there to help children who struggle with reading, and by educating teachers on how to work with that population of students. That's the purpose that they created this website. Also, we have the people that funded it. It's funded by the U.S. Department of Education and the Office of Special Education. They receive grants. Over here, they have information about each of their bloggers, and you could kind of do a Google search on Timothy Shanahan. This actually gives, I'll show you. It gives a little bio, so we know who this is. But let's say you're on a website that does not give a bio about one of the authors. You can just take their name, copy it. I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to paste it in. And I'm going to search. And you can see that there's lots of hits. And we can read about Timothy or whoever you paste in there and know, hey, is this guy an expert in reading? Or hey, is this guy a mechanic who made a reading website? So these are some of the ways we're going to evaluate that credibility, the validity, and then check out, when was it last updated? Do the links work? Why was it written? And again, this is that great place to start. Okay, so that is our website project. Let's see if I can pull it back up here. There we go. There it is. If you have questions before you begin, please message me. I would really recommend that when you find a website that you like for each of the 3 categories, that you go over to Facebook and you put the links in to that website. And honestly, let's check back and forth with Facebook. I don't mind if there's a little bit of overlap, but I don't want everyone picking the same 3 websites, because guess what? Then you're not giving each other new websites that you found. So I would say pop over to Facebook, paste in your websites, and even before you do that, check on Facebook. I'm going to start a post on Facebook, and I'm going to say, please put your websites here, and then in the comment section, you can do that. So that'll be the easiest thing. And you know what? Let's do that right now. so I know that you see it. Going into my groups, here you are. Okay, so I'm going to write, please post your 3 literacy websites below as you find them for our week 2 literacy website evaluation project. Okay. And then what you'll do is in the comments section, you'll put your 3 websites. And check that often. Come back to this one. Please don't make a new strand. Keep them all here so we know where they are. All right. Good luck. Have fun. This is supposed to be a fun project too, because while you're out there, you're going to find lots of cool things that you can use with little kiddos in the area of literacy. So have a great time.